welcome back to Good Life Farm. So it's a little bit of a here we go again situation. I am making a great big mess in my kitchen. But there's no way of getting around it when you are painting, when you are doing projects like that. It always gets worse before it gets better. My bedroom on Friday, I completely just about gutted, rearranged, purged, and all of that. I've got a massive pile in my office by the door of things that I need to donate. I've got some furniture I'm getting rid of. I'm just simplifying the things in the home. But in the process of doing that, you just end up with a great big mess. And it's just something you have to deal with. So right now I've got things piled all over the kitchen table. I've got things piled all over the kitchen counter. I've got cutting boards stacked up on the antique drop leaf. Stuff is just all over the place because I am about to start painting the shelving unit back there that I hang all of my skeleton, and it's kind of the microwave stand and the toaster oven and all of that. So in order to paint it, of course, I have to clear it off. So next step of the kitchen. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm out and about running a couple of errands. I need to go to the grocery store over there to grab something to throw in the Instant Pot for dinner because I've been busy painting in the kitchen, working on the storage shelf. And you know, I mentioned how doing projects like that, it's always messy before it's done. Oh, so just a couple statements I would like to make. First of all, when the paint store gives you paint sticks to mix your paint with, might be a good idea to use them. I never use them. I just take the can and I shake it, and I shake it, and I shake it, and I shake it. So I was painting and did the first coat of paint, used up the last of that can of paint, took a break, let the paint dry, and researched drip irrigation, stuff like that, because we're planning on putting irrigation in next year. And when the paint was dry, I went ahead and grabbed the new can of paint, brand new, full gallon, not even touched yet, and I commenced to shaking and shaking and shaking and shaking. And I walked over to the back door and I was looking out the window while I was shaking, when all of a sudden the full gallon of paint flew out of my hands and crashed to the floor. Yeah. Oh, we had a mess, all right. So I ran to the barn, I got the shop vac, ran back into the house through the rain, called Mr. Smith, and I said, "Does the shop vac work for wet stuff?" He's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Okay, I just take the bag out, right?" He's like, "Yes." He's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Paint." And I hung up. Well, shop vac doesn't work very well for paint. I've talked before when I talked about that paint, how quickly it dries. Yeah, so we're probably gonna have to replace the hose for the wet vac, the shop vac, because it's just completely coated in paint. There was no cleaning it out of there. And I've got to replace the runner in my kitchen, the runner that goes across from the back door that the dogs run across, because yeah, there's paint all over it. And I can't go without some sort of runner because Ute is afraid of the floor. He doesn't like to go across the linoleum floor. Oh, heavens to Betsy. So I did the, oh my goodness, look at that truck. Can you see that? Oh, what a beauty. I love old vehicles. So I'm going to go in the store here and I'm going to grab something to throw in the Instant Pot because the kitchen is in utter chaos at the moment and I would like to try and get it semi-decent looking before Mr. Smith gets home, which will be a stretch. Word to the wise, use the paint stick. Hey guys, so it rained lightly all day yesterday, I'm walking out here to see exactly how much rain we got. It wasn't a heavy rain, but it was an all-day super light rain. Little over 1.5 inches. So I'm just taking a peek out here, looking at the raised bed that I seeded already, that I planted. So I was just looking. We've got little bitty sprouts coming up from all of the seeds that I planted out here. I see a bunch over there. Oh, look! Look! It is our very first pineapple sage blossoms. So this right here tells you summer is officially coming towards the end. Hello, Miss Edith. So, Sunday, I came home from Georgia. I had my trip to Wholesome Roots, and that afternoon I had finished up my vlog and edited and all that. Then I had my live chat and finished up the live chat, and Mr. Smith came in the house. He's like, I need your help. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, we're missing a duck. And sure enough, at some point during the day on Sunday, a predator got one of our ducks. We've lost another duck. And it's so frustrating, because if it was happening at night, then I could lock the ducks up at night and not have to worry about it. But this is happening in broad daylight, and there's no sign, no trace of what happened to the duck. Like, there's no trail of feathers going into the woods. There's just a duck is gone. I really think it is probably a Cooper's hawk, because we have a lot of them. We have some really, really big ones, and they are big enough to haul off a duck. I don't know, because we have the electric fence. You saw me duck under it when I came in through the gate, and it's always on. I never turn it off, with very few exceptions. So I don't know. Oh. Found a duck egg. Hi, Stumper. What you doing, girl? Hi, baby. What you doing? Hey guys, so it is now Tuesday afternoon, and I got my shelving unit here in the kitchen all put back together. I finished painting it yesterday and let it dry overnight and set it all back up, so I think it turned out really well. And right now I'm getting ready to cook dinner, but I'm going to make something super easy in the Instant Pot that won't take a lot of effort, because something has happened that almost never happens. I am getting sick. Now, before everyone starts burning up the comment section with, hold on a minute, yes, I know, last year I contracted Giardia. That was a freak accident. That's like unheard of almost. And 2 years before that, I had Rocky Mountain spotted fever. But a very dear friend of mine, who's like my brother, joked with me one time. He was like, can't you just catch something normal like a cold or the flu? And I had to laugh because it's right. I like almost never get sick other than those two rare, you know, freak kinds of things. However, this morning, well, yesterday afternoon, I was getting a little bit of a sore throat, but I didn't think anything of it because I had had the whole fiasco with the paint, and I was using the shop vac, and there was like residue from mothballs in there, and I just figured it was that. And then this morning when I woke up, my throat was killing me. And it wasn't like that, oh honey, you've been snoring all night long and you have a dry throat sort of hurting. No, it was the, you are coming down with something hurting, and it is killing me. Usually, you know, if it was just a dry throat, I could drink some coffee and I'd be fine. That was not the case this time, and I can just feel my body is like draining the energy, and yeah, I feel it coming on. So I just got done brewing myself a nice mug of echinacea tea. I'm going to drink this, and I'm going to get dinner going so that I don't have to do anything else today. Alright, so this is what I call a shortcut meal because I take a lot of shortcuts with this. I'm going to dice up an onion. Alright, I'm going to put the Instant Pot on saute. I'm going to spritz it with just a little bit of olive oil. Just very light. I've got a pound of organic ground beef. Gonna toss in the onion. I'm just gonna kind of brown this together. My ground beef was still slightly frozen in the middle, so I gotta really break it up there. Alright, next I'm going to clean up and dice some potatoes, about 4 or 5 reds, and I never completely peel these. I'm just taking off any eyes and rough patches. Alrighty, so the meat and onion are cooked together. The beef is browned, so I turned off. And this is just some garlic paste. This is a shortcut for when you don't want to have to mince garlic. I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons, which is 2 cloves of garlic. I have a couple different brands of this that I use. I'm going to add in the potatoes that I cut up. Now I'm going to add in 1 can of tomato sauce. A bay leaf. About a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Some salt and pepper. A 16-ounce bag of frozen mixed vegetables. And about 2 cups of beef bone broth or beef stock, whatever you got. Alright. together. And it is seriously that easy. So now I am going to put the lid on. I'm going to push the soup button and I'm going to let it go. So that is it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. This recipe, like I said, it's super easy. I mean, I call this a shortcut meal. If you would like to get a printable of this, I will put it on my blog, cosmopolitancornbread.com, on Sunday. So you'll be able to print it out or save it on Pinterest or however you like to save your recipes. So right now I'm going to grab my mug of tea and I'm going to go chill out in the living room, and I think I'm just going to veg in front of reruns of Fixer Upper. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will talk to y'all next time.